Excellent recording now. So a very, very warm welcome from San Rafael, California. My name is Victoria Dangerfield, and I have the pleasure today of conversing with Kirsten Quist, who is an accomplished photographer and videographer and founder and owner today of Quist Media, correct?
That's right. Yes. Very nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Kirsten, virtually for now, and hopefully one day we will do it in person.
I hope so. Yeah, that would be great.
I'm a big fan of your photos. Your Uncle Greg talked about you in one of the Tour Guide Guild correspondences that we have all online at the moment. And I was very curious. So I decided to delve into your photography, and I am in awe. I mean, I know that you are a winner of numerous awards, among them the Outpost Award 2013, and then 2017, the Outdoor Photography of the Year, which is fantastic at such a young age. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I was wondering, my first instinct of curiosity is, do you recall anything in particular or anyone that brought the photographer in you? When was the moment you said, this is my calling?
Yeah, I think, I mean, it's kind of been a lifelong passion for me. I've been doing it since I was probably like 10 years old or something.
Oh, wow.
But I think part of the thing that influenced me was, I remember like growing up and spending time at like my grandparents' house, and they always had a lot of like National Geographic magazines around, and I'd always flip through the pages and just like stare at the images, and I was just like, I just loved it. So looking at those, and then kind of as well watching, like I watched a lot of nature documentaries. So I've always like been very interested in like the visuals, especially on like nature, landscape, that sort of thing. So that's always been something that I've been very drawn to. But then, so it's kind of just been a lifelong passion, I guess, and has slowly gotten more and more serious throughout the years. And I've always like wanted to do it as a business, but I didn't really realize it was possible. I'm not, like, my family, for instance, is not super entrepreneurial, so I'm just like, I don't know, it's more of a hobby than anything, right? But I don't know, it's always been something that's kind of been on my mind and something I've always loved doing. And I guess I finally decided to turn it into a career. And part of that is actually because of like YouTube and everything, and like seeing other people that have been doing it and realizing, this is actually, a viable option. So I think, being inspired by some other people that I've seen do it has definitely been, very, very helpful.
It's great because, yes, your photos are mainly outdoors, stunning takes on nature, wildlife. That's more your speciality, isn't it? What draws you to capture all those images?
It's definitely what I'm most passionate about, for sure. It's not always what pays me. It's not always. I'm not getting all the work I do isn't always necessarily in that genre, but I'm gradually getting more and more work in the area and kind of trying to build up that niche, I guess.
Yes, going on to that, your enterprise, you're very resourceful. You created quistmedia.ca. When did you come up with that with your company?
Yeah, so I've been doing it on the side for several years, although it wasn't actually Quist Media. I was just doing is Kirsten Quist photography. But I've started doing a lot more video now as well. So I wanted to include kind of the video production side of things. So it was just last year when I started going full time, and when I made Quist Media. So it's a fairly new endeavor, but it's going well so far, so that's great.
Very good. Congratulations to you, Kirsten, because I'm sure you have regular clients, and you film cinematic marketing videos, and I guess, and that of course is that's important to keep. It's good if you have repeat business for your company. It'll make it grow. And
Yes, absolutely. Yeah,
yes,
yeah. I've had a few. I've definitely, yeah. The repeat business is always super helpful. I do a lot of like freelancing as well, so you do have to, go out and search for work a lot too, and make sure you're promoting on social media and reaching out to clients. But yeah, definitely the repeat stuff is very nice whenever I get that. So
absolutely, yes. Yes, it's all trying to combine things, and I'm sure you enjoy the wildlife and the other side of the photography too, not just the commercial side as you tapped on earlier. I was reading on
yeah.
your website that you traveled when you were very little. Your family relocated to Australia, New Zealand. Do
Yes.
you have
Yeah.
recollections about that? And was it a time when you also thought, oh, I love the scenery, this, did it bring out a little bit of the need to photograph there? What was the experience like?
Yeah, well, so I lived in New Zealand. Our family, we were there for about 6 months when I was quite young. I was 7 at the time. Um, and then we lived as well in Australia, in Melbourne, for about 2 years. And it was in Australia actually that I got my very first camera. It was just like a super tiny little digital thing. Um, and I think yeah, I don't know exactly what inspired my parents to get me it, but I'm very glad they did. It was quite a great present, and um, yeah, I think I started capturing our time there and capturing the landscapes and the animals and our cat that we had there, and I think that was kind of the first year. So that was when I was 10, when I started to get really into it, and I remember one of the pivotal moments for me, I guess, which is kind of funny, was I had taken this picture of we had a cat there named Flo, and it was
Oh,
just of her sunbathing on the porch or something. But there was this website called Deviant Art, which I think might still be up now. But it's just a place where everyone would like put different types of artwork, so photos or paintings or yeah, a little bit of everything. And I remember someone like there was just a very small channel that like commented on that photo, and they like gave me their like daily photo award. And like
oh,
for some reason that just like triggered something. I'm like, oh my gosh, someone likes my photos. Like I'm good at photography. Although I wasn't good at photography, it was a terrible photo. Like looking back now, but at that point, it was like I don't know, just a little bit of motivation, I guess, to keep going. And so that was kind of an important moment for me, just a little push to keep on going. So yeah, that was in Australia is kind of the main time when I started with the photography, I guess. So yeah.
oh, that's very sweet. What a nice story. And I'm sure you'll never forget that photo, right?
Yeah, it's funny. It wasn't a very good photo, so I don't know why they gave me the award, but
Oh.
someone liked it, so that was great.
Do you still have it, the photo? Do you still keep it?
Yeah, I do have it. So yeah, it's all digital. I'm too young to have done the film and everything, but still have those old files.
No. Do you combine digital and film? Do you do both, or it's mainly digital you work with?
Yeah, so well, I mean, I do like filmmaking, but it's all digital. So, but
Yes.
right now everything is it's all digital. I would love to experiment with like the film,
The
but
dark
it's also
room.
it's a bit more the dark room and everything. I mean, the only experience I had is like those disposable cameras, right? So I had a couple of those when I was younger. But yeah, everything so far has been digital, which is good because I take a lot of photos. I would be very broke if I if I was doing it all on film.
Indeed, and I see that you, yes, especially I remember watching the YouTube video when you reached 100 subscribers and you're going for 100 photos in 100 minutes. I love that video. Your YouTube, I have to say, really accompany your work in a very natural way, in a very educational way for those who want to begin. And it's also highly entertaining. I love the music you add to your videos, as well as all the little illustrations. But yes, the one about the 100 pictures is, did you make it in 100 minutes in the end?
No.
Or it would have been a very difficult task.
It was very ambitious. Well, especially because I was trying to take 100 photos in 100 minutes, but I wanted like 100 different subjects.
Oh,
So I think it was a little crazy, but I mean it was fun to do. So I think it ended up taking me like an hour and a half, and I did get the 100 images, but there's a few where I took just different angles of the same subject, but but it was fun. It was a good challenge. So.
yes, I really enjoy these videos. And also the one, I watched one the other day that's very good, that, don't, it was when COVID hit, it was the month of April, about, and you'll talk about the productivity. Don't be run down by all of this, and prioritize on what you need to do. It's incredibly helpful because, yes, this year has been highly unusual and a challenge in so many ways. And for you, you were saying, well, now my clients have cancelled, things are on a halt. How do I delve into other possibilities? How do I reinvent myself? That video is it's very soothing in a way. It's very therapeutical.
Well, definitely it was a challenging, especially there was a few months there where it was very challenging. And pretty much like all my work was canceled because at that time I had a bunch of events lined up, which obviously no events lined up now. But I don't know, I thought it was kind of an important message. And for me, like I definitely, when times are tough like that, it's very important for me to continue being productive because but at the same time, taking time for yourself and realizing, okay, this is a pretty unusual circumstance. So to give yourself a little bit of a break too. But luckily things have started to, pick back up a little,
Good.
Everyone's adjusting to the new world, seeing how we can make things happen. But it's definitely a process, and I don't know, it's been interesting to kind of to see how we can make things work with social distancing and with everything. So it's been a process, but things are definitely they're getting back a little bit more to normal, as much normal as they can be, right?
Yes, good. And I hope they will continue to, in some ways there might be changes that will be for the better eventually. And to relearn a lot of things, live in a different way.
Absolutely.
What is your favorite? I'm sure all professional photographers like you have a favorite perhaps time of day to photograph, when the sun is in the right alignment, or the light, because I love the way you capture light. It's so just wonderfully displayed in your pictures, and it sits well with with the subjects around. And what about a subject? Is there a subject that you prefer to photograph? That's where I feel super happy and comfortable doing.
I just really love like anything to do with like landscapes or nature or outdoor adventure, that sort of thing. But I love doing, one of my favorites was probably actually doing astrophotography, so like shooting like the stars at night. Although the sleep schedule is not always that great. But no, I love it. It's so beautiful. And like the camera, when you're doing astrophotography, it picks up more than the human eye can see. So because the sensor on the camera is so powerful. And so being able to capture that is one of my favorites, as well as doing like seascapes. So because then you can get, I love doing like long exposure photography, so you kind of get like the cool flow of the water, and you see again something different than what the human eye normally would see. Those would be my favorites. And then just shooting in the evenings or in the mornings is typically, for landscape at least, some of the best photography, like some of the best lighting. So I love that. And that's kind of what I've been trying to direct my business more in that area. So some of the projects like I just did. What was it? It was a country music video, but it was shot like out in nature and very outdoorsy, which was really fun. I loved working on that. And I did like kind of like an action car commercial as well, which was really fun. And what else? I've been doing some shoots for like outdoor apparel companies. So like different clothing brands and like shooting their clothing in the mountains and that sort of thing. So anything like outdoorsy, adventure-y, that's my niche. That's what I love doing.
That's great. That's so versatile. And I love the fact that you embrace so many sides of photography.
Yeah. Well, it's important to, I guess, be able to do a little bit of everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like I have in the past done like a bit of weddings, and I've done like some product photography, and I've done like events. But yeah, it's been a process definitely to try and find exactly what I love doing and to find that niche. But yeah, I don't know, it's all good, and you learn so much from every type of shoot you do, right?
Absolutely, yes. I'm sure you're learning every day and picking up new tricks and or techniques
Definitely.
that work better than others.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Constantly, it's a learning process. Definitely have a long way to go.
You have exhibited in countries like, your own Canada. You're based in Edmonton, Alberta.
Yes, yeah,
And
I am.
but with exhibits in the US, it's impressive. Austria, Japan, and Italy. I was reading about the Illume, the Red Bull exhibit. That's a very prestigious award, the Lumen. That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
that was a very cool competition to be part of. It was when was it? 2016 or 2017? The years all meld together. But yeah, that was for like outdoor adventure sports, and I had the opportunity as a finalist to go actually to Chicago and meet. I think there was 55 finalists from all over the world, and we got together, and it was a very cool opportunity. I think that was one of the things that was really inspiring to me as well, to go full time, was meeting all these other photographers who were like full time just doing like extreme sports, which is like, you would think like there can't be that many people that do this, but there's a lot actually that like make a
Wow.
profession of just that. And
Mhm.
people that work for National Geographic and that sort of thing. And I'm like, wow, like they're real people. They actually do this. So
Oh,
that was,
yes.
yeah, it was a very,
Yes.
very motivating experience, definitely.
Like you say, until you see it, you don't imagine it. No, that the scope of that
Mhm.
that involves all that photography. But yes, because I was looking at the award ceremony on Facebook yesterday, the one for 2019, and my gosh,
Yeah.
all the amount of photos of the outdoors are just so
Yeah.
stunning. Oh
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
kudos to you, young lady. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that was a
Speaking
great
of
experience.
photographers and the world of that, do you have a particular favorite, somebody who inspires you, or somebody who you say, "Wow, I love how they work," or somebody that gives you ideas for you to try? Anyone in particular, or
Yeah.
a few?
Oh, there's a lot. I mean, I follow so many people on like Instagram and that sort of thing. But there's probably a few. One of them that I love, I really have loved for a long time, is Paul Nicklin, and he's a National Geographic photographer. He does wildlife primarily in like Arctic and subarctic, and he just has like the most amazing shots of like all these animals. And I don't know, I'm like, oh, I want your life. It'd be pretty cold because he's always working in extreme climates, but it's pretty amazing. And then another one would be uh, probably Thomas Heaton. He's a landscape photographer, and he's a YouTuber, and he's one of the photographers that I've followed for quite a while, and just has, yeah, just stunning landscape work. But then also like a lot of those people I met at the Red Bull event in
Mhm.
Chicago as well. They just, yeah, there's the winner of the year I was in, Lawrence Holder, just does, yeah, outstanding work, or Ben Thoward, or Tristan Shaw. There's just there's so many. I'm always, every time I'm on Instagram, I'm just like totally inspired. I'm just like, wow, these people are just amazing, and it definitely, it gives me a push to keep improving my photography, which is definitely super important.
Absolutely, yes. Well, it's good. It's good to learn from others, and others are learning from you, I'm sure, as we speak. Kirsten
I hope
Quist. I love Kirsten Quist. I want to be like her. Oh, I love her spirit. You have a spirit of adventure, which is great, and
Yeah.
highly motivated. It shows. It shows straight away in your videos. The what also is very interesting is to see some of that. I've been noticing some of your pictures, and some just transport you. I love the one, I meant to ask you, the one that's on your website, and it's like a cliff with all these beautiful white houses, and then a couple of windmills on top. Where is that paradise? I want to go there. It's
that's in Greece, Santorini. Yeah, that was an absolutely stunning location. I was there. I was there 2 years ago, I guess. I had actually, funnily enough, I'd won a competition, and I got a free ticket to go to Greece for this photo workshop. And and while I was there, I decided, I'm like, well, I'm already here, I may as well explore Greece a little bit. So yeah, I ended up going to Santorini for a few days and going to the mainland. But yeah, Santorini is just an absolutely gorgeous location. There is just hundreds and hundreds of photographers there too, because I mean it's you definitely want to bring a camera if you're going to Santorini. It's absolutely a beautiful spot.
I must go. Oh, that photo has captured me. Do you hear, hubby? We're going.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you have, so for 2021 coming up, I know I'm looking maybe too early, far ahead, but any projects, anything you're working, any objectives that you have for the end of the year and next year, something that you're focusing on now at the moment? Because I'm sure you're inundated with offers.
Well, it's a little bit hard to know 100% with COVID and everything. But a few of the things I'm working on, I'm actually currently, I have a contract doing some location scouting for like the film and TV industry in Edmonton, which has been quite fun. So I'm finding and scouting out locations all across the city and the city area, trying to build up a portfolio or a gallery, I guess, for people to use as a resource of scenic spots kind of around the area. So that's one project I'm currently working on. I also have, I always do. Right now, I'm doing a lot of different promotional videos. So I'm going to be shooting soon. There's like a beef farm actually, and they want kind of a scenic, mostly kind of drone work of their farm, which will be really fun. But then for my business itself, I'm trying to, as I mentioned, niche down into the more outdoor adventure category. So one thing I'm doing for that is I have a lot of different shoots planned where I'm going to be building up that portfolio, both photo and video side. And part of that is I'm working, as you mentioned, on my YouTube channel. And so a bunch of those videos will be kind of showing maybe the process of working on that portfolio. And yeah, kind of just building up the work I've done doing that. So it's a combination of continuing, the work I'm doing here, and then working on the YouTube channel and working as well just to continue niching down the work I'm doing. So it's kind of overall what's happening. But again, it's hard to know how things are going to turn out with COVID and everything, because I would love to do a lot of traveling and that sort of thing. But we'll see when the borders are open and when everything's safe. So see how it goes.
or I'm definitely going to keep my ear to the ground for new videos. I subscribe to your channel, and I recommend everyone watching subscribe to Kirsten Quist's channel, because it really is, never a dull moment. I love those videos.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, go subscribe.
Very grabbing. One last question, Kirsten, I'm very curious. I love that quote you have that says, I love to travel, I love to take photos, and I love being a weirdo. Define, what do you mean by being a weirdo? Because yes, I've been told I am one too. Quirky, eccentric.
Yeah, yeah, probably. I don't know. I love just, I think for a long time I wasn't comfortable being myself, and now I've just figured, you know what, I should just be myself. And if people, I think that's something that sometimes I find missing in different, on Instagram and that sort of thing, like perfect people with their perfect lives. And I'm like, I'm not a perfect person. I don't have a perfect life. So just want to, be myself. And I like to make, I don't know, just weird comments and weird expressions, and, just be myself. And, hopefully people enjoy that. So that's,
Absolutely.
Yeah, I guess that's, yeah.
Well, I love that. You're being honest, and you're being true to yourself and true to the others.
Yeah.
It's called being a human being.
I guess so, right?
Kirsten, well, thank you so much. It has been such a pleasure to spend this valuable time with you. And really, I am honored to have been talking to you. I want to say thank you to Uncle Greg. Uncle Greg, whenever you watch this, thank you. Because it's Uncle Greg who suggested, you should talk to Kirsten. I don't know, but I mean, he's such a good photographer. He suggested, he had the idea, and I think it's marvelous.
He's my biggest fan. He's great. Yeah, thank you, Uncle Greg.
He's a very good friend. I adore your uncle. We've been friends for quite some time now. Great.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's great. Well, and thank you as well. I really appreciate talking to you, and it's been wonderful to get to know you and chat with you a little bit, and hopefully we can do more of this.
Absolutely, Kirsten. And once I have all this polished, with the help of my techie hubby, I'll send it over to you and I'll share it on YouTube.
Perfect. That sounds amazing.
Thank you so much. You take good care of yourself, and very happy continuation with your excellent work.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, and take care.
You too, Kirsten.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.